One of the biggest mistakes TNA made with AJ Styles was during his alignment with Ric Flair in 2010, when they attempted to turn him into a Flair-like character. At first glance, having AJ Styles mentored by one of the greatest legends in wrestling seemed like a brilliant idea. Ric Flair, known for his charisma, iconic promos, and legendary status, could have been the perfect veteran figure to help elevate Styles. However, TNA's execution of this idea ended up being one of the most misguided creative decisions they made during AJ's career. Instead of allowing Styles to grow under Flair's guidance while retaining his own identity, TNA tried to force him into being a carbon copy of Flair. AJ started dressing like Flair, adopting his flashy robes, and even mimicking his infamous strut. TNA turned AJ into a cocky heel, mirroring Flair's persona in every way possible. This decision didn't align with who AJ Styles was as a performer. AJ had built his entire career on being an athletic, no-nonsense wrestler with a gritty, high-flying style. His appeal came from his authenticity, his in-ring skills, and his connection with the fans. Flair's persona, on the other hand, was based on his over-the-top flamboyance, arrogance, and larger-than-life character. Trying to fit AJ into this mold felt unnatural and forced. The change was not only awkward but it also alienated many of AJ's fans. For years, the audience had connected with Styles as a relatable, hardworking athlete who let his wrestling speak for itself. Now, they were asked to accept him as a cocky heel, wearing flashy robes and delivering promos that felt inauthentic. AJ Styles was never known for his mic skills, so putting him in a role that required him to cut Flair-like promos only exposed one of his few weaknesses. Fans struggled to buy into this new version of AJ, and the character shift failed to resonate. The faction that formed around AJ and Flair, known as Fortune, was intended to be TNA's answer to Evolution, the legendary WWE stable that Flair had been a part of alongside Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. However, Fortune never reached the same level of success or influence, largely because of the disconnect between Styles and his new persona. The group, which also included stars like Kazarian, James Storm, and Robert Roode, was supposed to dominate TNA and elevate AJ as its leader. Instead, it felt like an awkward attempt to recreate something that had worked elsewhere, without considering what made AJ Styles unique. This decision to turn AJ Styles into a Ric Flair clone not only hindered his character development but also damaged his credibility as a main event star. It became clear that TNA was trying to rely on Ric Flair's legacy to give AJ a push, rather than allowing AJ to succeed on his own merits. This ultimately undermined Styles' standing as the face of TNA.